I always have that thought in the back of my head about obviously getting hit in the face. So I'm trying to take it a little bit slow on lefties right now. I'm starting to get comfortable. That at bat I had against Tyler Anderson, it felt pretty good. That was probably the most comfortable left on left at bat I've had in a while, ever since I got hit in the face. But yeah, I'm slowly getting the confidence back against lefties, and I'm sure over time it'll wear off. But right now, it's just winning the little battles like that, making me feel good going into my next at bat against lefties. Just something like that, and Woody has done like such a sick manager to play for, just because I'm able to have that conversation with them. About how tough it is on me right now against lefties, but slowly it's starting to feel better and better every time I face them.
Okay, what else for Willie? Evan.
Willie, how do you bring up that conversation with him? How does that conversation go? Because you got to be pretty honest with a guy to actually say, look, I'm a little bit unnerved getting in there against a left-hander.
Yeah, no, definitely. We faced Freeland at home. I was in there, but I was obviously kind of nervous about facing lefties. Just because of that. But the conversation just came up. I was just completely honest. Really just said, right now, lefties a little bit uncomfortable for me. Not all lefties, but some lefties more than others are a little bit more uncomfortable for me right now. And it sucks because usually, I hit lefties pretty well. I've always hit lefties pretty well throughout my career. And but ever since obviously getting hit in the face, I've been a little bit hesitant about, feeling that same comfort in the batter's box when I face a lefty. But like I said, though, that at bat against Tyler Anderson I had against the Giants on Sunday, that definitely gave me a lot more confidence getting back in there against them and being able to keep my front shoulder in there. I felt really good that at bat. I don't know whether if it's because, he's straight over the top, but during that at bat, I felt really good. And, it's just, like I said, like those little battles like that to keep on giving me momentum for when I do get comfortable again. It'll be easier.
Did you, for lack of a better term, did you feel a little bit like when you were facing lefties, you've been bailing? When you say keep your shoulder in, did you feel like you were kind of bailing out a little bit early?
Yeah, on breaking balls, for sure, 100%, just because it looks like it's going to hit you and then it curves the other way. But, I felt really good during that at bat. I wasn't really bailing. I took a few good pitches that he threw to me. It was outside, but still, I felt a lot better during that at bat, and I kind of felt normal again facing him, to be honest.
Great, thanks, Willie.
Other questions for Willie? Chris.
Kind of curious, obviously this is something that only a handful of ball players, not many baseball players, over everybody who's played the sport has experienced this. Does the C-flap add any kind of, how do I want to put it, like, does it help at all with how you are mentally when you're facing a left-handed pitcher, or is it still, do you still just feel as vulnerable as if you weren't wearing one?
Yeah, no, that's a valid question. It does give you a little comfort, but then again, you always have that thought in your head, a pitcher at lefty could lose one up and in, and that's something that's always going to be in the back of my head. But I've been doing some exercises, to kind of keep my mind away from that. I downloaded this app called Calm that I listen to every night when I do face lefties. It could be pretty soon here where I do start getting in there more often against lefties, because I am like I said, that at bat really helped me out a lot against Tyler Anderson. It's starting to click for me when I do face him. So I wouldn't be surprised if I do tell Woody I'm starting to feel pretty good against lefties, just because coming out of that at bat, I felt a lot better than I did previously before that at bat. I felt really good that at bat. But going back to the question about the C-flap, it does give you a little bit of security, but I don't have that helmet with me on this road trip, so I was only gonna face righties, but I mean, I just wanted to see like how I felt against those lefties. I mean, after that bat, I felt really good.
Other questions for Willie? John Radigan.
Willie, of course, you're from the area there. I wonder if did you get a chance? Have you had a chance to see family, A, and B, how strange it is to experience sort of your hometown, it's like everywhere, but given what we're going through right now.
Yeah, I saw my parents over FaceTime. That's about it.
That's it.
I didn't get to see them in person, unfortunately. It does suck just because I'm 20 minutes away from here. Grew up coming here, so and knowing that my family's so close but yet so far that I can't able to give my mom a hug, to give my dad a hug, to give my little sister, little brother a hug. It does suck, but that's just that's just a sacrifice that we have to make just for these 2 months. I think our team has done a really good job at following the safety protocols as much as we can, and that's something that we've had multiple conversations about, is make sure we do follow these protocols. And even if that means you can't see your parents, like myself, for the week that I am here, it's just a little sacrifice that you should have to make. It's only for 2 months, so it's not that big of a deal, but it definitely does suck not being able to, give your loved ones a hug.
How did you end up spending the off day yesterday then, Willie? It probably seemed like a pretty long off day when you had a day game Sunday, the whole day yesterday, and a night game today.
Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, me and Joey, we just walked around, we spent I think we walked around for about an hour. We were just exploring San Francisco. Honestly, I didn't, growing up here, I didn't really I never explored San Francisco as much as I did yesterday. Just walking around, me and Joey, we were just walking around, just having a good time, just to get out of our hotel room so that we're not driving each other crazy. So we just did that and pretty much nothing else.
That's great. Thanks, Willie.
We'll take one more for Willie. Anything else? Rick Renner.
Hey, Willie, you talked about Joey. I know he's a good friend of yours. We were talking to Woody just moments ago about how he wants to see his young star, the team take on his personification. Do you, as a fellow player, feel as though this is turning into Joey's team?
Yeah. Joe's obviously, he's my best friend. I don't really look at him like that. But Joe fits the prototypical franchise player. The guy does everything on and off the field. He's humble. He's a good teammate. He doesn't. There's nothing on a baseball field that Joe really can't do, I'd say. He can make you laugh. He can do anything. So overall, I'd say he's a good franchise player to build a team around. And I'm lucky enough to call him one of my good friends. So I definitely say that'll be someone to build a team around.
Okay, guys, we're going to let Willie go, and we'll be waiting for Kyle Gibson. Thanks,
All right,
Willie.
you guys.